Cascades on the all-new team, Alicia Cooper. First team all-star, Amanda Matsu. And also first team all-star, Kim. rise and remove the headgear for presentation of our national anthem, Old Canada. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's see you start out as well between the number 5 seed, Avalance, UFV Blues.
Winner moves on, loser goes home. There is no second chance in this quarterfinal. Winner will move on to face one of, I guess the lower seed will be moving on to face the VIU Mariners, the number 1 seed, or the Douglas Royals, the number 2 seed, depending what happens in the second quarterfinal, which is later on today. That's at 6 o'clock when we have the COTR Avalanche, the host team, taking on the Commotion Chargers. But right now we're getting ready with the Cascades and the Blues. And back to serve for the Blues is one of the members of the all-rookie team, Kelsey Towers, out of Coquitlam. And she will get this quarterfinal underway. Bumped there by Bauer. In the middle, and this one is saved there by Gatto. Nice play, and then Coven from the backcourt. Easily handled by the Cascades. They're going to set up the power side. That's Matsui. And Matsui will get the first kill of this afternoon's quarterfinal, 1-0 UFV. Matsui with 181 kills during the regular season. Missed some time due to a sore foot. She seems to be A-OK now as she showed some good leaping ability there. And here come the Cascades, their first serve of the game. This one handled by Lima. In the middle, this one just knocked over. Cascades are there. They set up Matsui again, power side. She goes down the line, and she gets a second kill. And it's 2-0 in favor of the 4-seeded UFV Cascades. And back to serve will be Kara Williams in her 3rd season out of Mission. Standing way back in the out-of-bounds line of the basketball court here, and then send it over. Lima with the bump. Now she'll get the set. She goes power side off the block and out of bounds, and it will go points to Capilano, their first of this quarterfinal, and they cut the lead in half, 2-1 for the Cascades. And now Lima will go back to serve. Isabella Lima, 2nd-team All-Star during the regular season, out of Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, and she serves this one in the net. And now 3-1 UFV. These two teams met in the bronze medal match last year, and UFV winning easily 3-0. And back to serve is Matsui, also standing very deep. And here's the serve. Be handled there by Gatto. Towers with the set. Coven down the line and off the bump and out of bounds. And it's 3-2 for the Cascades. Both teams, the Blues and the Cascades, making an earlier trip here to COTR. A long trip to Cranbrook for some of these teams. And they came away with victories, so neither team has lost on this floor this season. That's going to change a little later on. This one is a over the net call on the Cascades, and this will tie up the quarterfinal 3-3. Back to serve is Zoe Mandansky out of her 4th year, out of Delta. And her serve is sent over, handled there by the libero. In the middle, this one knocked down, and there's a point for Hilgez. Hannah Hilgez, her first kill of this quarterfinal in her 3rd season. She had 106 during the regular campaign, gets her first of this playoff. And the serve, right down the line, got it with the dig. Towers will set in the middle, this one off Matsui, and a kill for the Blues. Kara Williams with a kill. And the Blues tied up once again, 4-4. Back to serve, number 9, Anik Kalibaba. Out of Prince George, the only lefty, the only southpaw for the Blues, sends this one over. This one down the line, but out of bounds. And the Blues take their first lead. 5-4 Capilano. That was Kara Williams that went wide. Kalibaba will send this one deep. Outer is there. She'll get the set. And this one sent over. The Blues will go to the attack. That's Coven down the line and gets the kill. And it's 6-4, the Blues, their biggest lead in the match so far. Kalibaba, 90 kills during the regular season, playing this quarterfinal with a sore foot. We weren't sure if she was able to go today or not. But this is the playoffs, you need your best players. This one set to batter, and this one off a block and out of bounds. And Kim in her 5th and final season gets her first kill of the playoffs this season. Batter on the campaign had 212 kills to lead the Cascades. Williams back to serve. In the middle for Towers. She's going to go power side off the fingertips. Coven's attempted kill. Here's Bauer, a little tip. This one saved there by Kalibaba. And then Lima will just send it across. Power side off the blocks and out of bounds into the men Capilano team, cheering on their women counterparts. And that kill by Bowder will tie it up 6-6. Back to serve. Little tip attempt, but stuffed there by Alicia Cooper. And it's a point for the Cascade. Williams, her serve off the top of the net. Towers will dump it. Played nicely by the Cascade. Blues get it right back. This one a little tip and will be down for the point. Courtney Becker, her first points out of Vernon. 67 kills in the campaign. This one, I wouldn't classify that as a kill. A little tip point, 7-7. The score, and Coven will go back to serve for Capilano. 8-16 during the regular season were the Blues. That's good for 5th in the PACWEST. Here's Bowder, the attempt, and just wide, a little long. And it's 8-7 Blues. And Coven now. We'll just send it over. The libero will play it. And Bowder will just tip. Alibaba was there. Lima with a tip of her own. Nice save there by Kira Fisher. And then Lima with an attempt to kill off. Full block. Good rally here. Here's Bowder. First team all-star. Save there by Gatto. Nice play by the libero. And Lima will send it over on a free ball. Matsui there. Fisher will track that one down. Pardon me, that was Williams that tracked it down. And there's a point for the Cascade. Just going off the block, off the top of the net and down. Back to serve, the 5th-year veteran, Kim Bowder. Rode on the plane with her parents over here at Calgary. Powers a back set, little tip there and out of bounds. A little wide that tipped attempt by Becker. And it's 9-8, Cascade. Bowder in her 5th year of eligibility, her 3rd season at UFV. And they will miss her next year, no doubt about that. First team all-star, here she comes. Good serve. Powers right at the net, and looks like she made contact with the net. A double hit they're calling. And it's 10-8 Cascade. And Bowder again with that hard right-handed serve. Will go back. The jump serve, here she comes. Gatto with a nice pass. Towers jump set. It's Lima. She's stuffed, but Gatto is there. Towers saves it somehow. Lima will just send it over in the backhand, and here go the Cascades to work in the middle. This one off a block. Cooper couldn't get it down. And Lima again. There's a good smash, but a good dig by Bowder, and then a whistle. It's a double hit against UFV, and that will bring the score to 10-9 Cascade. Manansky will check back in for the Blues as the libero. Gatto will go have a breath. It will be a quick one, no doubt. And Courtney Becker will go back to serve. Her serve handled there by Matsui. In the middle, this one just tipped over by Cooper and gets a point. Good set, good idea by Williams in the middle there. An even better tip, good idea by Cooper. Hilges back in the game for UFV. This one sent across, Gatto with a nice pass. Quick serve, that's Lima, and gets it inside the back line. Coach Michael Gilray not pleased with that call as he stands up. And he will have his libero check back in. Cassidy King will come back in as Cooper will go have a breath. 11-10, Cascades with the lead. Served by Towers. And here's Matsui with a little tip. Lima's there, but somebody touched the net. It's against the Blues. And point Cascade. And it's 12-10 for the 4th-seeded UFV. And now back to serve will go Kara Williams. 123 digs during the regular season, impressive numbers. Sends this one across, this one tight to the net. One-handed set by Towers, good effort. And then that spike attempt goes right in at the top of the tape. That one off the right hand of Mendensky. So a 13-10, this is still the first set, first quarterfinal of this PACWEST championship. And there's the serve. Lima, her over bump tipped by Matsui, no problem there for Amanda. And it's 14-10. And now a timeout called by the Capilano Blues, who trail by 4 points. Remember, they've only beaten the Cascades once this season. But 2-0 here at COTR. The Blues on the road overall were 4-8. The Cascades, who are wearing their home jerseys, obviously not at home, but they were 8-4 at UFV. They were 6-6 away, so not a super good record. I mean, coaches do often tell you if we can play 500 on the road, regardless of the sport. 500 on the road and a good win percentage at home, usually you do quite well. Well, the Cascades finished 14-10 with that 500 road record. They won 48 sets during the regular campaign, lost 38. As for the Blues, I mentioned 8-16 during the regular campaign. Won 35 sets, but lost 56. And after the timeout, those Blues from Capilano are trailing 14-10. Relatively young team for Capilano, just 2 fourth-year players. Adensky and Koven are fourth-year players. Kalibaba is a third-year player, but predominantly first and second-year players for the Blues. Cascades littered with veteran players. Towers a back set, nice one too. And this one off the top of the fingertips, and Lima will get credit for the kill. Bowder is in her fifth season, pardon me. Fisher's in her fourth. Kidd's in her fourth. King in her fourth. So a lot of veteran players on this team. Matsui, just their second season, plays like a veteran. That nice bump there. In the middle, this one is hammered wide by Kira Fisher. And the Blues have cut the lead to 14-10 Cascade. The opening sets of this PACWEST quarterfinal. Winner heads home. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Matsui on the power side. This one is stuffed, but she gets her own. There's a back set for Fisher, but it is called against the Cascade on a double hit. And now it's 14-13 in favor of the Cascade. Back to serve is Isabella Lima. Her serve in the middle for Bauer. In the middle for Fisher, and she nails it down. Kira Fisher, 66 kills on the regular season, gets one here in the postseason. Surrey, and extends the lead to 15-13, and Matsui will go back to serve. Some of the other teams have started to file in here. The top-ranked VIU Mariners are in the house. Potentially their semifinal opponent playing here tonight. That's one rejected. Hilges with the stuff, and it's 16-13. Tomorrow's semifinal, the Mariners will be in that one at 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock Pacific time. Remember, there is a time change here in Cranbrook. They're on Mountain Time. This one inside the black line for the ace. So Matsui with an ace. Matsui on the season, 21 aces. Gets her first one of the postseason, and here comes her serve, a floater. Gatto will handle that one, gets it to Towers. Now Kolibaba will just tip it over. Mistimed her jump, but got enough on the fingertips to get it down, and a point for the Blues. 17-14 in favor of the Cascade. Only been one lead change so far. And back to serve. Adensky, handled there by Matsui. In the middle, this one is rejected. Cascades have a second chance at it. They're going to set up Fisher, power side, handled there by Towers. Koven tries to get it over, that'll be 4 hits. Tough set for Koven to handle. She tried to do anything that she could with it, but just couldn't get it open over the net. So 18-14 Cascade. And now a substitution. Stephanie DeMules will come in for Hilges. She'll have a seat, no doubt a quick one. And DeMules will come in, a first-year player. And her serve, handled there by Gatto. Now Towers, and they set Koven, a little tip there. Perfect position by Williams. And now Bowder will hit it into the net. Point Blues, and it's 18-15 in favor of UFV. And the rookie Demules, is going to stick in. Now a substitution for Capilano. McElhenney will come in, Alyssa McElhenney. As Kolibaba will go have a seat. McElhenney in her first season, and a hometown girl here in Cranbrook. Her first serve handled there by Bowder. On the backside for Fisher, she will nail it down. Kira Fisher with her second. And it's 19-15 UFV, and she'll go back to serve now. Brace on her left knee. And here she comes. That serve handled by Gatto. Towers will push set, but they call it on a double hit. And 20-15, and Coach of the Blues wants another timeout. And he'll talk it over with his team. Trailing by 5, it's 20-15, opening set of the PACWEST Championship Volleyball Tournament here in Cranbrook. College of the Rockies hosting for the first time in a few years. Gym looks great, the floor looks tremendous. The Avalance logo right there in the middle. Love the color too here at COTR, the teal. You can see the sweepers on the broadcast right now. They're sporting the beautiful teal shirts and the teal tent as well that is set up just by the main entrance. So a couple of teams in town or in the gymnasium right now. I mentioned the men Capilano team and the women's VIU team in the house. And on the far end, it looks like the CBC Bearcats have made their way in here as well. Bearcats, the 6th seed, they will play next. First men's quarterfinal against the men Capilano Blues. So we'll see back-to-back blue teams. And after the timeout, once again, the Cascades leading 20-15. And back to serve will be Kiara Fisher. In her 4th season out of Surrey, graduate of Clayton Heights. And finally, the referee will blow it in, and here we go. Fisher's serve will be sent over. Gatto there, and she'll bump it right here into the broadcast booth. Mishandle there. And now a substitution. As checking in for Capilano, Jaylene Lucas will check in, and Courtney Becker will have a breath. Lucas, a rookie out of Surrey. 84 kills during the regular season. She'll start up front. Fisher's serve, here it comes. And Gatto, that's a better pass. Handled here by Towers in the middle. Dug nicely by Matsui on the back end. And now the Cascades will send it over. Sending it deep. Gatto. Now Lima with a bump set. Here's Koven. Koven will send it in the back corner and played off the arms, the forearms of Matsui into that, and that's a point for the Blues. 21-16 now, Cascade. And back to serve will be Megan Koven. 4th-year player out of North Vancouver. And here she comes. A bump into the net played nicely there by Williams, just sent over now. Towers with a quick set, but a stuff. Was either Cooper or Williams that got over there for the rejection. Point Cascade, and it's 22-16, and Bowder will go back to serve. Coach Michael Gilroy giving his teammates, players some last-minute instructions as Gatto, nice pass there. Quick set in the middle, this one sent wide. That was Lucas on her first attempt. And sent into the back bleachers. 2 subs coming in for Capilano now. As Sarah Curley will come in and Lima will have a breath. And also coming in, Kate Sykes will check in for Koven. Sykes, great last name, isn't it? Every time you make a mistake, you say Sykes. 5'8" player out of West Vancouver. And we'll see if Bowder picks on one of those 2 girls that just came in, Sykes or Curley. Coming in, it's a little chilly here in the gymnasium. See what Bowder checks on them, and she will go right at. That was Sykes, and this one's sent over by Gatto. Tight to the nets, little tip. This one saved by Sykes. Now Bauer, nice pass. In the middle, that one is knocked down by Cooper. And at 24-16, set point for the Cascade. Nice play, though, by Sykes. The first bump, maybe not so great, but that save was pretty. Here comes Bauer again. Into the, off the top of the net, and the Cascades will win the opening set. 25-16. Not the prettiest way to win a set on that serve off the top of the tape, but the Cascade will take it, no doubt. So the Cascade draw first blood in this quarterfinal. They're up 1-0. See if the Blues can rebound. We'll step aside momentarily. Be back with the second set from COTR next.
On behalf of College of the Rockies and Avalance, we welcome the fans here joining us for the 2019 PACWEST Volleyball Championships. Cascades up over Blues, 1 set to 0. 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow, 4 games Saturday. Cascade Union and 3 p.m. Capilano Blues taking on the CBC Bearcats in minutes of volleyball. Also, shout out to our fans. Possession's open, and Brian Willis says he needs 4 bags of popcorn every day, so it must be good to have yourself some popcorn for our good folks at the concession stand.
Welcome back inside the campus of College of the Rockies. Second set ready to get underway. Some first set stats to pass along. Matsui with 3 kills for the Cascade. These are just Cascade stats at the moment. Matsui with 3, Cooper with 2, Bauer with 2, Fisher with 2 as well. Looking at the Blues side of things, Lima had 3 kills, Koven had a pair, so did Becker. Kalibaba had 1. But the main score, the fact that the Cascade win the first one 25-16 and are up 1-0 in this quarterfinal match. Both teams had 25 attacks, 11 kills for UFV, 9 for Cap, 10 assists for UFV, 9 for Cap, and there were 4 service aces for the Cascade, which is impressive in one set. So back to serve as Williams. Here she comes. This one held there by Gatto, tight to the net. Nice play by Towers, but the referee says no. It's a double hit, and the Cascade open up this second set with a 1-0 lead. And back to serve will be Kara Williams again, third-year player. 5'11", deep in that right corner. And here she comes. Her serve handled there by Koven. Towers with the set up against the net. Lima can't do anything about it. And it's 2-0 UFV. So Lima and Matsui so far, your leaders as far as kills go, each with a 3 apiece. Here's the serve by Williams. Held there by Koven. Now Towers back set. Pretty 1-2. This one rejected. And Matsui will get up and over and get it down for a 3-0 lead. On the floor for the Cascade, it's Williams, Bauer, Matsui, Hilges, and also Fisher. And the libero is Cassidy King. Gatto with a nice dig. Now this is Lima. Sent to Matsui, tight to the nets, and down goes the ball, thanks to Courtney Becker on the floor for the Blues. Your starters here in the second set. That's Towers back to serve. Koven, Gatto, Kalibaba, Lima, and Becker. Williams will track that one down. Matsui down the line, and it's long. And the Blues cut the lead to 3-2 Cascade. Towers, the rookie, part of the all-rookie team, will go back to serve again. Out of Terry Fox in Vancouver. King with the pass to Williams. Gets it to Matsui, she'll just send it over. Koven is there. Now it's Towers. What a kill there by Isabella Lima. Her 4th of the match, and she ties it at 3. Lima in the regular season, 188 kills, now her 4th of this postseason. And Towers will serve it up again. This one gonna be tight to the net, up and over goes Becker. Handled there by Matsui. In the middle, Hilges has her kill attempt dug by Towers. This one rejected. Blues still have it. That's Lima. She'll send it over. Pardon me, that was Koven. This one rejected. I don't know if the top of the net got her or one of the blockers, but it's down. And the Blues have their first lead of this second set, 4-3. And Towers is putting a nice string of serves together. Here she comes again, sends it over to floater. Handled there by Matsui. Back set, that's Fisher off a block. And Lima will send it over. Nice positioning right to Matsui in the middle again. And Hiljaz just inside the line. And ties it at 4. That's a tough spot to defend. When you get the ball right there in that corner. Matsui will go back to serve. Matsui's serve is sent over. Gatto with the dig. Becker will handle it. And now free ball sent over by Koven. Matsui is there. Williams will get it to Fisher. Fisher down the line and in. Fisher extends the Cascade lead. And Matsui will go back to serve. Here she comes. Her serve. Gatto with the pass. And Lima will just send it over. Tough set to handle there. Williams, speaking of tough sets, goes over, but it's a double hit. And it's tied at 5. Isabella Lima go back to serve. And here she comes. This one just sent over. Nice positioning by Lima. This one a block kill, I guess. Block tip by Koven. And it's 6-5, Capilano. It was a tough serve to handle for Lima. That was perfect spot. Right in the middle of the floor. Bounces 3 times, and here she comes. This serve right back at Matsui. They're picking on her. This Koven on the overbump and kill. And it's 7-5 Blues. They seem to be picking on Amanda Matsui. So far, it's working. And here's Lima. Lima right back at her. Matsui tight against the net, and another double hit charged to the Cascades and Kara Williams. Extends the blue lead to 8-5. So far, Towers and Lima battling for best service performances here in this second set. This one able to handle. Bauer will go off a block and into the net, and a point to the Cascades. Bauer with a beauty there. And it's 8-6. And checking back in is Alicia Cooper for the Cascade as the Libero King will go have a seat. Hiljaz her serve, handled there by Gatto. Nice pass to Towers in the middle. Becker off a block and down. And extends the lead to 3 for the Blues. It's 9-6. Jadine Lucas will come off the bench and check back in for Capilano with the libero heading out. And now Becker back to serve. Her serve handled there by Bowder. Bowder will get it right back. There's a tip. Nobody there. Nice play by the veteran Bowder. Nice 9-7 now in favor of the Capilano Blues. Becker will check out, have a breath as Gatto comes back in. As the libero. And Kira Fisher, her serve. Gatto with the pass. Handled there by Towers. Here's the set to Koven off a block. Nice save by the Cascades. That was Fisher. This one sent over on a free ball, but Fisher kept it alive. They gave it to Kali Baba. Her push. Handled there by Matsui in the middle. Cooper! And she draws the point. That's 9-8. Full marks, full credit to Kira Fisher for keeping that alive. And ultimately, getting the point for the Cascade. Nice play right here at the broadcast table. Fisher, right there in the middle, Lima. And now it's Koven, off a block. Saved by the Cascades, they'll have to send over, that's Cassidy King. Lima with the pass, there's a tip. Saved there by King, and then another tip by Bowder. This time Towers was there, and Koven another tip. Fisher with the save. And this one goes wide. Lucas couldn't find the open spot. And it ties it at 9. Battle of tips on that one. And Fisher will go back. Once again, 9-9 the score. Cascades up 1-0 in this match. Pass there by Lima. This is Koven. Tried to go down the line. Stuck there by Williams. Williams will set it up now in the middle, and Cooper able to knock it down. Got a bit of net, got a bit of hand, and then got all over the floor. And the Cascade regained the lead now. 10-9 the score for UFV. Again, up 1-0 after their 25-16 victory in the first set. Fisher with the serve. Lima with the pass. Towers has to track it down. She does. This one tipped over by Kalibaba. And now a backcourt set for Matsui. Handled there. Nice dig by Lima. Kalibaba again will just send it over. Bump set for Williams. Off a block. Towers in the middle. This one rejected. It was Lucas who couldn't get it down. And Cooper with the stuff. And it's 11-9. Sarah Curley will come back in for the Capilano Blues officially as Kalibaba. And possibly that sore foot will go have a seat. And Fisher will check back to the line and she'll serve it up again. Getting instructions from Coach Gilray. Lima with the nice pass. This is Coven, rejected there by Cooper. Comes over, Williams will knock it over. Lima's there. This is Coven, a push. Matsui, a nice dig. Now free ball, Bowder will just send it over. Lima with the pass, Towers in the middle, tipped there by Lucas. And now Bowder will just send it over. Towers going to send the back set. This one rejected. Curley couldn't get it over, and now the Blues will send it over for Matsui. This one sent across. Some miscommunication between Lima and Curley. And the Cascade get the point, 12-9, and the Blues will take a timeout. Good action back and forth, that's for sure. A lot of tips in this game. (12-9) the score. Looking at kill totals now, they were tied at 11 after the first set. Cascades have 18, the Blues have 14. Coven, Lima, and Becker for the Blues each have 4 kills. As far as the Cascades go, Cooper, Bowder both have 4. Matsui still looking for her first one of this second set. She still has 3 after the first set. Follow along the live box score at PACWESTBC.ca. If you're tired of listening to me, you can hit mute and you can watch the score develop on your computer screen. But don't do that, and my confidence will go down. 12-9 in favor of the Cascade coming out of this timeout. And Kira Fisher will go back to serve again. Here's Fisher putting a string of serves together. Gatto with a nice pass. This one tipped by Towers, and it will be an over the net call against Capilano. So a 13-9 now the lead. And Fisher yet again will go back to serve. Talked about Towers and Lima with their string. And Fisher's answering. Lima with a nice pass to Towers. They're going to set up Coven on the power off a block of Cooper and out of bounds. And when you need a point for the Blues, good idea. They go right back to Coven. Veteran player, now 13-10. Back to serve goes Sarah Curley, her second year. The Hansworth. And Matsui with a nice pass. Tracked down by Williams, but she's going to be called on a double hit. It did look ugly coming out of her hands. And now a substitute will come in as Fisher will go have a seat. And Barazzi will come in. All 5'2" of her. 163 digs during the regular season. This one off the top of the net and down. Played perfectly by Sarah Curley. She looks at her coaches and said, yeah, I meant to do that, coach. And the lead is now 1. 13-12 UFV. Curley back to serve. Here she comes. That serve handled there by Bowder. Williams with the pass right back to Kim. And down the line and in, just inside the back line. And it extends the lead to 2, 14-12. And Bowder will go back to serve again with her parents, her mom and dad, in attendance. Bowder in the back corner, here she comes. Her serve, handled there by Lima, nice pass. Coven will smash it down. And it's 14-13 in favor of UFV. All starts with the pass, though, doesn't it? Nice pass by Lima, handled there by Towers, and then Coben with the kill. And now Coben will head back to the service line, and here she comes. That serve goes off the top of the net. Williams, however, is right there. King back set for Matsui. Left hand, good effort by Matsui, but couldn't quite get it. And it's tied at 14. It's a tough set going bump, back set. King attempted it. And now Coven will deliver the serve. Razzie with her first pass. This one rejected nicely there by Lucas. Blues scrambling. They go in the middle for the wraparound. This one rejected by Cooper. Now it's Lima off a block and down. And the Blues take the lead, 15-14. Coven again will go back to serve. There's a serve. Bowder with a nice pass for Williams. She's going to set Matsui on the power side off a block and down. Off Towers' hands. And it's tied 15-15. Checking back in for UFV is Hilges. There's King will go have a quick breath. And Cooper back to serve. Cooper serve. Gatto with a nice pass. This is Lima down the line. Nice dig by Bowder. And then Williams will just send it over right to Towers. There's a set for Lima again. Rejected. Williams and Hilges right there for the stuff. And it's 16-15. And Cooper will go back to serve. 16-15, Cascades with the lead. And the serve, passed by Coven, but goes over the nets, and nobody there. Miscommunication by the Cascade. Blues get a freebie, and they tie it at 16. Becker back in for the Blues, King back in for the Cascade. Grotto will sit down for Capilano, and Cooper sits down for UFV. And here's Lucas. Her serve into the net. And the Cascade will regain the lead, 17-16. And checking back in will be Kira Fisher, as Carissa Marazzi will go have a seat. And Williams go back to serve. Williams, her serve goes long. Service error by UFV, and it ties it at 17. And Towers will go back to serve. It's only the first service error by UFV, if these stats are correct. It's Fisher in the middle. Coven is there. This is Lima. Lima hit the top of the net. And the Cascades regain the lead 18-17 without even touching it. And now Matsui, first team All-Star. Just her second season. Boy, she's been good for UFV, hasn't she? From the right side, her serve. Towers goes off her arms and back to the back bleacher. Miscommunication between her and Lima. Lima was there all set up, ready to pass. Towers stuck her arms out right the last second. And a missed bump makes it 19-17. Cascade with the lead. Matsui again will go the other direction. Coven, a nice pass to Towers in the middle. This one is a misset. Becker couldn't do much with it. And it's 2017. Another timeout by Capilano, their fourth of the match. Second of this set. They took two in the first set as well. And coach will talk with his rookie setter, Towers. Talking about communication, no doubt. And a couple of the assistant coaches trying to rev up the Blues. Try to get them back in this one. Only down by 3. But on the big scoreboard, they're down by 1. 1-0 Cascades with the lead after their 25-16 victory in that opening set. This is the first of 4 quarterfinals here today. From COTR, we'll see the men's bracket open next between the number 3 seeded Capilano Blues and the number 6 seeded CBC Bearcats, who are making their first playoff appearance in quite a few years. The Bearcats just 2-22 during the campaign, but they qualify for the postseason. And we will see them next Then at 6 o'clock, the gym will be rocking the COTR Avalanche, the women. The 6th seed will take on the 3rd-seeded Camosun Chargers. And then at 8 o'clock tonight, the men COTR team. They're the 6th seed on the men's side, pardon me, the 5th seed on the men's side. They will face the VIU Mariners, the reigning silver medalists in the PACWEST from a year ago. They are the number 4 seed here this year. So after the timeout, nice pass by Gatto, this one in the middle. Becker will just send it over. King will set it up for Fisher. Fisher will go cross court. Towers couldn't quite get it, and it's 21-17 UFV. So a full day of volleyball action here. 4 matches tomorrow, 4 on Saturday, which will be all medal matches. Gatto with the pass. We're going to set up on the far side. That's Curley. Nicely dug. Now Coven will track it down. This is Lima on the far side. King with the save. Williams back set for Fisher. She'll tip it over off a block. And the Blues save it, and they'll send it over. In the middle, this is Cooper. And now sent over by Curley. A Fisher with a tip here on the power side. And it's 22-17. That was Hiljez, pardon me, not Cooper. And now Bowder is being summoned by the referee. Perhaps head coach of the Cascades was getting a little animated as he wanted a 4-hit call. And now Kim Bowder will relay the message to Coach Michael Gilray. Funny exchange between veteran coach and veteran player. And Michael Gilray knew exactly why the referee had called over the count. 22-17. Matsui, her serve handled there by Lima. Lima will get it back and won't quite get it over the net, and it's 23-17. And now a substitution for the Blues as Kate Sykes will check in. And Towers will have a seat. 23-17, Matsui back to serve. There's Amanda Matsui. Gatto with the pass. Handled there by Sykes, and now this one off a block and down. Sarah Curley with the kill. And now Lima back to serve, trying to inch closer to this Cascade lead of 23-18. Lima went on a nice service run earlier this set. Handled there by King. They're going to set up Bowder. Bowder off a block and down. Rejected there. Curley got a piece of it, as did Becker. Set up a big wall there. And now it's 23-19. And Lima back to serve. Her serve just gets over. King saves it. Williams going to back set for Fisher. Off a block. And point Cascade. And now it's set points for UFV. And checking in will be number 8. The Mules will check in. Hiljez will go have a seat, as will King. Cooper checks back in to play the front. And the serve handled by Gatto. Bump set for Curley. Dug there by Matsui. She'll get it back. Matsui into the net. And the Blues stay alive. 24-20. Still set point. Blues cannot make a mistake. Jaylene Lucas will check back in. Matsui is going to leave the ball game in favor of King, the libero. And Becker will go back to serve. Fisher down the line, dug there by Lima. This one sent over, but not very well by Sykes. It goes out of bounds, and the Cascades take the second set 25-20, and now take a commanding 2-0 lead in this quarterfinal. We'll take a 3-minute break, be back with the third set. Cascades with the lead, 2-0. We'll see if the Blues can battle back. You're watching the 2019 PACWEST Volleyball Championships live from COTR.
On behalf of College of the Rockies and Avalance Athletics, a huge welcome to fans to the 2019 PACWEST Regional Volleyball Championships. For information on the tournament, check us out online, www.pacwestbc.ca/volleyball2019. As well as a big shout out to Ryan Waters and play-by-play. Check out games streamed live as well on sportscanada.tv.
Welcome back inside the College of the Rockies Gymnasium. Third set action between the UFV Cascades and the Capilano Blues. The Cascades up 2-0. Some second set stats to pass along as Kelsey Towers will get this thing going for the Blues. In the middle, this one rejected, and the Blues will take a 1-0 lead. Cascades led by Kira Fisher, now 6 kills on the match. Bowder with 5, Cooper with 4, as does Matsui. For the Blues, Coven has 7, who leads everybody. Lima with 5, Becker with 4. And that's pretty much all the offense the Blues have been able to muster so far. This is Matsui. She'll go cross-court and down. And it ties at 1-1. Cascades winning the first set 25-16. The second set 25-20. And now it's 1-1 in this third set. The Blues actually having more attacks so far through the first 2 sets, 58 compared to 54 for the Cascade. Pass by Lima, finds nobody, and it's 2-1 Cascades. Cascade with 25, now making 26 kills in the match. Blues with an 18. A fairly clean game. Service aces, 2 for the Blues, 1 for UFV. And Coven with a nice pass here to Towers. Has to wait forever for it to come down, and then Lima hits that one long. And it's 2-1 UFV. And here's the serve. This one will go way long off the powerful right hand of Williams. And it's 3-2. Lima, Towers, Gatto, Kovic, Majdansky, pardon me, and Curley, the starters of this third set for the Blues. Here's Matsui. That goes off the fingertips. And it's down, point for UFV. For the Cascades, Matsui back to serve. King's on the floor, as is Fisher, Bowder, Williams, and Cooper. Here's Matsui, her serve. Gatto with a pass that Towers has to track down. Now Coven adjusts her body, gets it over, but Matsui there for the dig. This one off the block. Hilgens, pardon me, that is not Cooper. Hilgens is in the game for UFV. Now Bowder off a block, but Towers is there. Curley with the save, and the Blues will send it over on the free ball. Backdoor for Fisher, Towers with the dig. Gatto a bump set. This is Curley, dug there by Matsui. One-handed set, this one tipped over by Hilgens, but she touched the net, I think. She did indeed. And it's 4-3 UFV. Good rally though between these two teams. Gatto will have a seat, and Becker will check back in for Capilano. Majdansky will go back to serve. This is Fisher. She'll go cross court, dug there by Lima. Towers with the save against the net, and Coven will send it over. This is Bowder. Bowder off a block. Saved by Becker, but Coven couldn't get there in time. And it's 5-3. And Gatto will check back in as the libero. Majdanski will go have a seat. And Hiljes, double H, here she comes. Gatto with a nice pass to Towers. The power side, Coven through the hands of Bowder, and this one will be knocked over. However, Cascades called on a double hit. King will come back in for the Cascade. Hiljes will go have a seat. 5-4 now. And here comes Curley. Curley passed there by Matsui. In the middle, that's Cooper with a smash. And it's 6-5. Cooper's been absolutely tremendous this season. 70 kills during the regular season, but she's got a few here in the postseason in her rookie year. Lima, Curley, and this is Coven. King with the save. Now Bowder will send it over. Against the net, tipped over by Cooper, off Becker and out of bounds, and it's 7-4. Substitution now. Lucas will come to the game, and Becker will have a seat. Cooper, by the way, 6 kills now in the postseason. Matsui 6, Bowder was 6, as does Fisher. They've been the offense for the Cascades. Fisher into the net. So a service error here. And now 7-5 in favor of UFV. And Coven back to serve. Coven serve, handled there by Bowder. This is Cooper off a block. Gatto couldn't quite pop it up enough for Lima to get there. And a kill for Cooper, and it's 8-5. Cooper now 7 kills in this match. Bowder has to adjust her body. The throw wasn't very good, the toss. Handled there by the Blues. Here comes Lima. Lima off the hands of Fisher and gets a point. 8-6 Cascade. Give the Blues some credit. They're battling back, even though down 2-0. Not thrown in the towel. Here's the serve. Handled there by King. Back set for Bowder. Bowder handled there by Coven. And this is Curley. She'll just send it over, and King is there. Tip attempt off the top of the net. Handled there by the Blues. Right back now is a tip by Cooper, a bit out of bounds. And it's 8-7. Blues playing good defense in this third set. Libero, Gatto will head out. Back into the ballgame is Majdanski. Zoe Majdanski, fourth-year player out of Delta. The referee talking things over. And the Blues are out of rotation. So a violation, and the ball will go back to UFV. And Lucas will have to depart, and Gatto will check back in. So Cooper will go back to serve once the referee talks things over. So you have to take the point away, it looks like, from Capilano. See what the referee is saying. She's just talking it over with the official scorer. First of 4 quarterfinals here today from COTR. The women's bracket is now open. The men's bracket will open up at 3 o'clock-ish. 3 o'clock, of course, Cranbrook time, 2 o'clock Pacific time. So they take a point away from Capilano, put it on the UFV side, and now it's 9-6 is the score. Coach Mike Gilray, the ref says, are we in the correct rotation? The referee looks and says, yep, and we're ready to play again. Here come the Cascade. Head by 3, 9-6. Handled there by Coven. This is Lima power side, but she's rejected, but out of bounds. Cascades were there, but went off their block and out of bounds, now 9-7. The Blues get that point back. Cooper will go have a seat. Barrow will check back in King. And here's Kelsey Towers. Her serve. Handled there by Matsui. Williams a back set, and this is Bowder, and she goes right into the nets, and the Blues creep a little closer. It's 9-8, UFV. You see it again to be picking on Matsui. And here comes Towers. This is Bowder, she'll handle this one to Williams. This is Matsui, goes down the line off the top of the net, handled there by Towers. Back bump by Gatto. This one sent wide and long by Lima. And it's 10-8. They did everything right with the Blues except get the hit down. And back to serve will be Kara Williams. Williams, her serve. Goes deep. Gatto is there. This hits, and this one will just be sent over by Towers. The Cascades go to work. Hilgez in the middle will get the points. 11-8. Williams back to serve again. Blues playing for a deep serve from Williams, and she gets it deep. This one handled by the Blues. Lima will send it over. Bowder with a missed bump. She'll get it back. We'll have to send it over, but she hits the ceiling. Looked like it went off her thumbs. Not sure how high the ceilings are at UFV, but Bowder was maybe thinking she was back at home. So 11-9, and Lima back to serve for Capilano. Here she comes. Matsui handles this one. Nice pass to Williams. Now this is Fisher who goes wide, and it's 11-10. UFV. Blues hanging in. And Lima, who went on a trip 2 years ago and was paralyzed from the waist down, regained all her strength, and now here she is 2 years later. Incredible story. Capilano has covered it a few different times. You can check out their website for the latest, but what a story for Isabella Lima. This one knocked down by the UFV Cascades, so it's 12-10. But pretty incredible. Paralyzed the waist down. It's got some bacterial infection apparently. Thankfully, it went away, got out of her body, and now here she is 2 years later in this provincial championship. This one off the top of the net and down on the UFV side. So the Blues get a free point, and it's 12-11. And now Lucas will check in for the libero. Blues making sure that they are in the correct rotation. Majdanski, her serve. Pass there by Matsui. This is Fisher power side. Nice dig by Lima. Back set for Curley. She'll send it over. Matsui's there. An over bump. Lucas sends it over. And this pass goes into the bottom of the net. And the Blues will tie it 12-12. Majdanski back to serve again. King with the pass into the nets. This one over the net by Coven and knocks it down, and the Blues take the lead 13-12. Majdanski, I'm told the most inspirational player on the team, pretty much willing to do anything. Coach said if we ask her to set, she'll set, and she's not a setter. And her serve this time goes into the top of the tape and down, and the Cascade get a free point and will tie it 13-13, and Majdanski will have a seat. Cooper checks back in as well for UFV to play the front as King will sit. Hilgez, her serve handled there by Gatto. Now against the net, Coven off a block and down. Coven gives the Blues a 14-13 lead. Hilgez will sit down and King will come back in. And Sarah Curley will go back to serve. Best dancer on the team. Into the net. A little moonwalk there after she missed that serve. I don't know if you caught that or not, but she spun, took 2 moonwalk steps, and she's back ready to get this one from Fisher. 14-14. Every player should do a little moonwalk. This one off the top of the net and falls on the side of the Capilano Blues. We've seen a few of those now this set. Didn't see much of that in the first or second set, but now here in the third set. A lot of serves going off the top of that tape. The PACWEST logo stretched across the tape. Here's Fisher. Gatto with the pass to Towers. She'll go power side. It's a little tight to the nets. Rejected there. Coven will get it right back and go off a block and out of bounds off the block of Cooper. Marazzi will check back in for UFV as Fisher will have a seat. Carissa Marazzi, the shortest player on either side. Coven will serve. Her floater handled there by King. Bump set to Bowder. Bowder off a block. Saved momentarily by Marazzi, but it goes under the net. And the Blues get a point. 16-15 Capilano. Here's Coven. Her serve is wide, out of bounds. Trying to get and pick on Matsui again, but this one sent out of bounds, and now it's 16-16. And Bowder will go back to serve. Jim Bowder. Her serve in just inside the line for an ace. And it's 17-16. Starting to see the body language of the Blues. Their shoulders starting to drop a little bit. They've Cascade are playing up with the lead as well. Serve into the net. The tie at 17-17. That'll breathe a little life into Capilano. Madansky will come back in as the Libero Gatto will have a seat. And Lucas will go back to serve. Jaylene Lucas. Rookie season. Marazzi with the pass. This is Matsui down the line and just inside. And it's 18-17. Matsui with a big kill. Gatto will check back in. For Matsui, that is kill number 8. Gatto with a missed bump. Off the serve of Cooper. And a timeout will be taken by Capilano. So you look at the stats. Cooper and Matsui both with 8 kills for UFV. Bowder has 6, as does Fisher. For the Blues, Megan Coven leads everybody with 11 kills. Lima has 7. Becker with 4, and then there's 3 players with just 1 kill each. The Blues got to find some offense from somebody other than Coven and Lima, which I'm pretty sure has been pretty much the story of the season for the Blues. Again, so young. 8-16 during the regular campaign, but the offense is pretty much Coven and Lima. Kalibaba has been good, but she's been banged up with a sore foot. So we haven't seen much of her. We saw her in the first set. But unfortunately, I have not seen her do much offensively. Just 1 kill so far for Annika. And she's going to remain on the bench. And her 3rd season, so potentially 2 more years for Colorado for this Blues team. You don't want to do more damage that's unnecessary. Coming out of the timeout, 19-17 in favor of UFV. And the rookie, Alicia Cooper, will go back to serve. And here's her serve. And it goes into the net, tried to just sneak it over. And Mike Gilray looks to the ceiling like, oh my goodness. Gilray's got the sweet beard action too. To say it's a full beard would be rather accurate. Marissa with a nice pass. This one off the block, saved by their Capilano, and Lima will send it over. Bowder, it's a nice pass to Williams, back set, but she'll be whistled on the double hit. We've seen a lot of those against Williams this match. 19-19. And Towers back to serve. Kelsey Towers up against the net. It's a battle. Williams will save it, and now Matsui will send it cross courts and get the kill. Marazzi with that bump that went into the net, and now she will check out and Fisher will check in. And now back to serve it up. It will be Williams. Up 20-19. Her serve sent over. Coven with a tough pass, but Towers handles it. Nice smash there by Lima, but the Cascades are there. Coven saves this one. Now Lima. Bowder is there. Williams goes back door for Fisher. Off a block. Cascades still have it. Here's Matsui. Rejected there. But Bowder is there with the pass. This one tipped over. Hiljaz can't get it down. Now this is Curley and just long on that back line. What a rally there between the Cascade and the Blues. And it's 21-19 UFV. Remember, they're up 2-0 in the match after scores of 25-16 and 25-20. Served by Williams. Passed by Lima. This one off the fingertips. Blues, the Cascade recover, but Hiljaz goes into the net. Gives the Blues a little bit more life, 21-20. And Lima will go back to serve. Walking very slowly. Lima needs a breath. Here she comes, her serve. Matsui handles that with her fingertips. Bowder will set her back up. Another tip, handled there by the Blues. They'll set up Coven. Coven off a block and down. It ties it at 21. And Lima back to serve. Boy, Majdanski has really come alive here at the net in the latter stages of this third set. Just over the net. And the Cascade can't handle it. And Lima gives the Blues a 22-21 lead. And now Mike Gilray, the coach of the Cascade, is going to take a timeout. And why not? The last thing you want to do if you are the Cascade is give the Blues a little momentum, a little hope that they can come back in this one. And that's exactly what the Blues are hoping for. If they can get some life, you just never know what can happen after that. (22-21), the opening quarterfinal of the PACWEST Championships here in 2019. Hosted by the College of the Rockies. Done a great job thus far. It's a nice flight in. Went from Kelowna to Calgary, now here to Cranbrook. And it's gorgeous. It was gorgeous in Calgary. It was gorgeous in Cranbrook as well. They say it's supposed to cloud over, maybe get some flurry activity tomorrow or Saturday. But the brilliant sunshine when we landed. I've never flown into Cranbrook until today. It was stunning in between the Rocky Mountains. And out of the timeout, the Blues with a lead, 22-21. And back to serve. Again is Isabella Lima. Here's her serve. Bowder with the pass, Williams with the set, and in the middle is Fisher. Curley with a nice save. And here's Coven off a block and down. And it's 23-21. Lima just sends it over. Bowder is there. Back set for Matsui. Tried to tip, but it didn't get over the net. And now it's set point for the Blues. 24-21. And the timeout by Coach Gilray. And the Blues trying to get on the board. They were able to beat the Cascade once during the regular season. This young Blues team has got a little fight in them. Lost 25-16 in the opening set, 25-20 in the second set. And I mentioned earlier the body language, you can see the shoulders start to droop a little bit for the Blues, but they've been able to rally. Majdanski has played very well at the net for the Blues in this set, especially while they were down. The serving of Lima and a couple big-time hits by Coven have got the Blues right back in it. Shoulders aren't drooping anymore. Very interesting if we do go to a fourth set. The Blues are coming out of the timeout, high fives. They're ready. The Cascades just walk on the floor. They're trying to get themselves riled up again. So 24-21, Blues coming out of this timeout. And Lima will go back to serve again. Her serve. Bowder. That's Matsui, and it will be sent over by Fisher. Free ball. Capilano, let's see if they can use it. This is Coven with a smash. King with the dig. And that's Matsui off the blocks. Lima is there. Back set for Curley down the line. And it's in, and Capilano takes the third set, 25-21. And we will go to a fourth set. So the Blues showing some life, looking to tie it in the fourth set. We'll step aside. You're watching the 2019 PACWEST Volleyball Championships live from College of the Rockies.
Also, like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors for the 2019 PACWEST Volleyball Championships. Anyone in the company, KD Electric, Symmetry Dental, Brian Hills, Avalance, Capilano, with the 3 Sandman Hotels, Hot Shots Cafe, and River Sports, Booster Juice, Southern Science, Sister Life Savings, and Canadian 2-1 Pizza. We thank all the fans who support us now at the PACWEST Volleyball Championships. Make sure to stick around after all games as we award the Booster Juice Player of the Game for both teams. Thank you, Booster Juice, and sponsors for your support of the championship.
Welcome back inside the gymnasium here on the campus of College of the Rockies. Ryan Waters alongside. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast wherever you may be watching and listening from. Thanks for lending us your ears and eyes on this Thursday. Capilano now on the board, still trailing the match 2-1, but they draw the 25-21 victory in that third set. Megan Coven leading everybody with 13 kills on the match thus far. Isabella Lima has 7, and Courtney Becker for the Blues has 4. For the Cascade, Amanda Matsui leads her team with 9 kills. Cooper has 8, Bowder has 6, as does Fisher. But if you're the Cascades, you got a key on Megan Coven. Let somebody else try to beat you, says the guy standing, watching, not playing. Served by Williams as this fourth set gets underway. This is Lima. Lima off the hands of King, tracked down by Bowder. And this one sent over by Matsui. And right back to Lima. Lima takes the mustard off this one. Handled there by Williams, and now that's on the far side. Matsui is rejected. Williams in the middle. And this one will be down, and the Cascades get the point. Hilges with the points. And now Williams will go back to serving it. 1-0 Cascade. Williams with the serve. Got it with a nice pass right up against the net for Towers. And Lima will tip it over off the block of Fisher and out of bounds, and the game is tied at 1. 1-1. Start to feel a little momentum heading over to the Capilano Blues. especially if they can stretch a lead here. Williams up against the net. This is Matsui. She will go long on that kill attempt. And it's 2-1 Blues. Matsui still smiling though. And Towers, who had a great run in the second set from that very position, from the service line. Back to serve again, Matsui. Tracked down here by Williams in the middle. Fisher handled there by Koven. Going to set up Lima here on the power side. Lima goes cross court and down just inside the line. And it's 3-1 Capilano. Majdansky, Curley, and Lima at the front for the Blues. Koven, Towers, and Gatto on the backside for Capilano to start off this fourth set. Williams will track this one down. This is Matsui. She'll tip it line. Saved there by Koven. Now, Lima tries to tip, and it works. Hiljaz, Fisher, Matsui at the front for the Cascade. Bowder, Williams, and the libero King in the backcourt for UFV. Your starters here in the fourth set for UFV. Towers, pick it on Matsui. She gets this one up. And now she'll be having the bump set, and Gatto with the save there. On the backside, that's Curley finds an open spot, and the Blues have opened up a 4-point lead in this fourth set, 5-1. And as I mentioned, if the Blues can start to increase the lead here, you can start to feel that momentum shift. If they can tie it. This one goes long by Towers, tried to pick that back corner. They were trying to hide Matsui with their Cascade, and now Amanda will go back to serve. She has almost everything right, this Matsui, but maybe her passing skills need to be worked on. They're being shown here. Matsui serve off the top of the net, but Gatto is there. Set up Lima. Lima goes cross court and out of bounds. And 5-2 now, Blues with the lead. Make it 5-3. Let's see the Bearcats and Blues, the men Blues, starting to get loose as they will open up the men's bracket. Quarterfinal is coming up next. Matsui serve. Koven with the miss pass, and now she'll just send it over in the free ball. Matsui is there. Let's see if the Cascades can use it. Hiljaz off the top of the net, saved by Curley. This one off a blue or two. And it falls, and now it's 5-4. The Cascade have battled back. Matsui back. Here's her serve, and it goes into the net. A service error for Matsui. And it's 6-4 Capilano, and here comes Isabella Lima. And Rio de Janeiro. Looks to the bench for serve instructions. And here she comes. Her serve finds Matsui. Good pass there by Amanda. And this Fisher attempt is blocked and out of bounds off the fingertips of Koven. Point to UFV, and it's 6-5. King will have a breath. Cooper will check back in. Hiljaz will serve for UFV. Here comes the serve, and it goes way long. And an easy point there for Capilano. And it's 7-5. That's back-to-back service errors by the UFV Cascade. Hiljaz will take a seat. King checks back in. And Majdansky will serve for Capilano. She goes right into the net. Tit for tat. And it's 7-6. Majdansky will sit down, and the libero Gatto will come back in. And Fisher will serve it up for UFV, leading 2-1 in this match. Her serve off the top of the net. Towers will play it. Bump set, and this one will just be sent over by Lima. Williams, Bowder off a block and inside the courts. And it's 8-6 Blues. Becker was over there. And they're congratulating Becker like she got that stuff, so we'll give it to her. Served by Curley. Matsui will handle it. In the middle, Cooper off a block. Gatto is there, and they'll just send it over, Will Capilano. This one tight against the net. Williams tries to tip it over, but Koven with a rejection. And it's 9-6 Capilano. Good net play by the Blues. Koven, Becker, You can throw Towers in there as well. Here's Curley. Matsui with a nice pass. This is Bowder. Bowder will go cross court and in. And Bowder showing her power. And it's 9-7. And now Bowder, after the kill, will go back to serve. In her final tournament, the final year for Kim. And her serve. This one. Now there by Gatto. Towers will track it down. This is Coven cross court. King with the dig. In the middle for Cooper. Off an arm. And Cooper with authority. Makes it 9-8. Capilano. Lucas will check back in. Becker will have a seat. And Lucas and Towers, the two rookies, have a conversation before Bowder tees it up. Here she comes off the top of the net. Lima's there. Towers will set up Coven. Coven cross court. King right in the perfect spot. Now Matsui off the top of the net. Blues save it, and here they come. That's Lucas. Bowder is there. Bowder will send it over on the backcourt. Handled there by Curley. This is Lima from the backcourt. King there. This is an overbump. Coven and Williams converge. Williams will get it to Matsui. She goes cross court and inside the line. And it's 9-9. Good rally again between these two teams. The 4th seeded Cascades, the 5th seeded Blues. Knotted at 9. Good pass here. This will be Curley from the backcourt. Bowder, pardon me. And this one off an arm. That was Cooper. Struggling with Kim's last name all of a sudden. And it's 10-9. Cascades regain the lead. Bowder serve. Touched a little bit of twine. This one saved by Lima. Coven will just send it over. This is Matsui far side with a tip. Nice dig by Curley. And down the line is Coven that goes behind the antenna. No, they call it in. So that was a good kill by Coven down the line, and it's 10-10. This is Matsui on the power side off a block. Curley is there. Lima goes long, mishit. Lima wants a touch by the block. Won't get it. It's a UFV point. Hiljes back in for UFV. King with the breath. King was outstanding in that series. And Cooper back to serve, leading 11-10. Her serve. Gatto with a nice pass. Towers tracks it down. Here's Lima. Lima will just send it over into no man's land. Good vision by Lima. And it makes it 11-11. Gatto checks out for the Blues. Majdanski's back in. So is King for the Cascade. And Lucas looking for number 9, Matsui, who's there with a nice pass. Williams right back to Amanda. And she'll get the kill. 12-11. Lucas will sit back down as Gatto comes back in. And Kara Williams will head back to serve. Leading 12-11 and 2-1 in the match. The serve. Gatto with a nice pass. Towers in the middle. Good dig by Bowder off the Majdanski attempt. This one just sent over. Blues, let's see if they can use it. In the middle again, Majdanski mishit. And Bowder is there. Now back set for Fisher. Fisher will tip it. Just gets it over. And this one will be sent over again on a free ball. Williams in the middle. This one sent long by Hiljes. And it's 12-12. And Towers will head back to serve it up for Capilano in a 12-12 time. Her serve. And out there by Bowder. Williams will set up Matsui on the power side, and Amanda gets another kill. 13-12. Cascades have the lead. For Matsui, that's kill number 12. here in this postseason. Now she'll go back to serve. Sends it over. Gatto with a nice pass for Towers at the middle of the nets in this one. Just tipped over by Dansky. Somehow the Cascade almost kept it up. But it's now 13-13. I think King hit it with her hand and then her foot. Couldn't quite see as my vision was blocked. But regardless, it's Blues point. They go to Bowder. Off a block. Towers is there. Gatto bump set for Curley. Off a block. King is there. Free ball if Bowder can get there. She can't. And the Blues get the point. Great positioning by Towers after the half block. Kept the ball alive, and the Blues get the point, lead 14-13. Lima to serve for the Blues. Her serve finds Matsui. This is Fisher down the line, and Fisher just inside the back line makes it 14-14. Well, Matsui, as of late, has been equal to the task as they continue to pick on her with the serve. An official substitution for UFV as DeMules will check back in. Stephanie DeMules from Chestermere, Alberta. Her serve. Gatto is there. Nice pass to Towers. This is Coven. Coven's rejected! Cooper with a celebration. It's 15-14. You got Cooper at 6 feet. Fisher was there as well at 5'10". That's a tough duo to get around. That serve goes long off the Mules. And it's 15-15, and checking back in for Capilano is McElhemy. McElhemy will check in for Madansky. And they'll look for Matsui, no doubt, right in the middle of the floor. Here's the serve, and that's a good pass by Amanda. Back door for Fisher, tips it up and over, and gets the point. And regain the lead, 16-15. And Madansky will check right back in for McElhemy as she will sit back down. Madansky will check out as well as Gatto, the libero, will come in. And Fisher to serve. Fisher serve. Gatto with the pass. Towers tracks that one down. Now this is Curley, and this one will be off the arms of Matsui, and a point for the Blues. Good effort by Williams, who went under the net to try to get to that one. Fisher checks out, and the libero King will check right back in. And Curley, Sarah Curley, will serve. That pass. Now Bowder. Lima with the pass. Back door, this one just inside the line. Lucas got that one. And it's 17-16. Curley back to serve again. Her serve. Held there by Bowder. In the middle, this is Cooper with a tip and the point. Good effort by Gatto. Gatto comes up a little slow after sliding on the floor. You could hear the skin slide against that court. It's going to leave a mark. 17-17. Bowder with a nice serve. Backdoor for Curley. Bowder is there. Set the power side. Matsui off a block and a fingertip. And it's out. Kill for Matsui. 18-17. Bowder back to serve. 14 kills for Coven. For Matsui, that's now 13, and that one goes long. And it's tied at 18. This might come right down to the wire. And Coven will go back to serve. Coven's serve is wide. So back-to-back service errors from the teams, and it's 19-18. Hill-Jazz will check back in for the Cascade. And having a seat, DeMules will go have a seat, and here's Cooper. Cooper serve. Out there by Coven. Towers tracks it down, sets up Lima. Lima is rejected, but out of bounds. 19-19. Madansky back in. The libero will go have a seat. And now Lucas. Lucas serve right at Matsui. Matsui with the attempt, but she's rejected. Madansky continues her strong play to net and rejects Matsui, and now it's 2019 Capilano. Ratzi will check back in for UFV. Having seat will be Cooper. And now Coven. Pardon me, this is Lucas. We'll go back to serve. Bowder, tracked down by Williams. Matsui with an attempt. It goes long. And now it's 21-19. Lucas the serve. And it goes long. And there's a benefit for the Cascade as Fisher will check back in. 21-20. That's tough. If you're Lucas, you got to get that in. Have the lead, the momentum. Don't give away free points. Williams, her serve. Gatto with the pass to Towers in the middle. Madansky. She'll get the point. And it's 22-20. Blues 3 points away from extending this to a fifth and final set. Towers, the rookie, will go back. Her serve. Dug there. And Fisher with a little tip. Blues keep it alive. Madansky will send it over. And that's Matsui with a push. In the middle for Madansky. Dug there by Bowder. And Matsui will send it over. Gatto is there. That's Curley. Mariza with a pass. This is Fisher down the line, and the Cascades get a point on a great rally between both teams. Bowder keeping it alive with a pretty dig earlier in that rally. And it's 22-21. And now Matsui will go back. Matsui. Her serve. The pass by Coven. This is Curley off a block. Matsui is there. Send it to Bowder. Bowder will go long. And it's 23-21 Capilano. And Lima back to serve. Slowly but surely. Lima's serve to Bowder. Good set by to Fisher, who tries to go up and over and can't get it over the net, and now it's set point for Capilano. 24-21, King will come back in. Matsui will have a seat. And Lima has the opportunity to send it to a fifth set. Lima's serve. And saved by Williams. Bowder will just send it over. Towers was set in the middle. Madansky off a block. And the Cascade on the net. And the Blues will draw even. 25-21. Same score, they beat the Cascade in the fourth set. And we will go to a fifth and final set between the fourth-seeded UFV Cascade and the fifth-seeded Capilano Blues. The captains will meet the referees right here in front of the broadcast table. Two Warriors in Coben and Bowder. We'll take a quick break and be back with the fifth and final set. The winner moves on, the loser goes home at the PACWEST Championship. Welcome back inside the gymnasium here at the College of the Rockies in Cranbrook. We are going the distance. The 5th and final set of this quarterfinal match between the 4th-seeded Cascades and the 5th-seeded Blues. Megan Coven leads all players with 14 kills on the afternoon. Lima has 12 for the Blues. As far as the Cascade go, Matsui has 13, Cooper 11, and Fisher has 10. The player that needs to start heating up is Bowder. 212 kills during the regular season, her 5th and final season. And the first to 15 will win it and move on to tomorrow's semifinal. The loser goes home. The Cascades will start with the serve. That's Williams. Remember, the teams will switch ends at 8. King with the save. She gets it to Matsui. Matsui off Coven and out of bounds. And it's 1-0 Cascade. All points so critical in a 5th and final set. Looking at the service errors, suddenly Cascades have 10. The Blues have 9. Remember when it was 2-1? And the serve. Gatto with the pass. Towers tracks it down. Lima off a block. Saved there by Williams. Nice save. And Matsui will send it across. Lima is there. Towers will send Isabella right back up. She's rejected. Fisher with a big block. And it's 2-0, but what a save by Williams right in front of our post here. Keeps it alive, keep the rally going, and ultimately the Cascade with the point. 2-0. And the serve into the net, and the Blues are on the board in this 5th and final set, 2-1 Cascade. And certainly the ladies from VIU right across from the broadcast table taking very much interest in this one, as this could be their semifinal opponent tomorrow. Matsui with the pass, up against the net, and it's 2-2. Boy, all match long they have been picking on Amanda Matsui on that serve. Here's the serve. Bowder with a pass. Williams saves it, and Bowder will have to send it over on the bump. Free ball, see if the Blues can take advantage. They set up Lima. Lima into the net. And it's 3-2 Cascade. When Lima was ready for it, you could see her look at her chops, and unfortunately for her, right into the net. Back to serve. Matsui will send it over. Gatto is there. In the middle for Majdansky. Williams with a nice dig. And this is Fisher, she's rejected. They'll set it for Bowder, she'll send it over. Gatto with a nice save. And Lima's rejected Curley's rejected but out of bounds. And it's 3-3. Lima back to serve. Her serve handled there by King. Good pass to Williams in the middle. Hiljaz couldn't get that one down. Now Curley gets a kill. Bumped a couple of times by King, and now it's 4-3 Blues, their first lead of this 5th set. When the teams get to 8, whoever gets there first, they will switch ends. Lima with the serve, just got it over the net. Bowder is there. They're going to send out Fisher. Fisher goes cross court and gets the kill. Then they get 4-4. And now a substitution will come in for UFV. Hiljaz will have a seat. And coming in is number 8, Stephanie DeMules. We've seen her a couple of times here this afternoon. Cooper has also checked in for the libero, and she'll go play the middle. Serve handled there by Gatto. Towers with the back set to Curley, but Matsui is there. Now it's Bowder. She'll send it down the line and in. Kim Bowder. Mentioned she has to heat up. Maybe that'll get her going. 5-4. Certainly her parents taking a keen interest in this 5th and final set, because this could be it for Kim Bowder. Serve handled there by Coven. They'll send it right back to Coven. She goes cross court. DeMules is there. And now Bowder off a block. Cascades keep it alive. Right back to Bowder. She'll go off another block. Now they're going to set up Fisher. Fisher a tip. Gatto is there. In the middle, that's Medansky. DeMules is there to save it again. Bowder gets the set, and she gets it inside the line just barely. And it's 6-4. Lima pleading a case with the flank person and just couldn't win that argument. Couldn't win that very many times. And DeMules will serve. Here she comes. Lima with the pass to Towers. They're going to send up Koven. She's rejected. Cooper with a huge block. And it's 7-4 Cascade, and a timeout called by the coaches of Capilano. A quick 60-second timeout. Cascades won the first 2 sets. They won 25-16 and 25-20. And then the Blues come storming back after a couple of nifty plays in that 3rd set, got momentum back into their side. They won the 3rd set 25-21, and then they won the 4th set 25-21 as well. So very good match, which looked like we were headed for a 3-set sweep easily by the Cascade. But I tell you what, the Blues have battled back, showing heart. And now which team is up to this 5th set task? The Cascades score one more point, they will switch sides. And coming out of the timeout, Cascades will serve. It will be DeMules, first-year player, the rookie, 5'6" out of Chestermere. Her serve, it goes long. So the timeout works, like freezing a kicker in football. And now DeMules will come right out of the game. And Hilgens will check back in, and then she will depart in favor of the libero king. Medansky will go back to serve for Capilano. Her serve, handled there by Bowder. Going to send up Fisher here on the right side, and Towers with a nice dig. Bump set for Koven. Koven will send it too long and wide, and it's 8-5, and the teams will switch ends. Cascades again, 8-5. They won the first set 25-16, the second set 25-20. And then the Blues came back winning 25-21 and 25-21 in that 4th set to force this 5th and final set as the two teams exchange pleasantries on the way by each other right in front of the broadcast booth here. And the teams will get right back on the floor. Referee will make sure that they're all in the right positioning. And then we will get going again. 8-5 Cascade. Winner moves on to the semifinal tomorrow. Either play Douglas, the number 2 seed, or VIU, the top seed. VIU in attendance have been the entire match. This one into the nets by Fisher. Costly service error. And it's 8-6. And Marazi will check back in for the Cascade as Fisher will go have a seat after that service error. And Sarah Curley will go back to save for the Blues. Her serve, handled there by King. In the middle, and Cooper goes wide. And it's 8-7. And the men Capilano Blues are dancing in the corner as well, cheering on their ladies. The men Cascade did not make PACWEST Championship this year. Into the net, a costly service error by Sarah Curley. And it's 9-7 Cascade. And Bowder will go back to serve. Here comes Kim Bowder. Her serve gets over. Koven with the pass. This is Curley back court, handled there by Bowder. Here's Matsui off a block. Williams is there. Gets it to Matsui. Curley with the nifty save with the one arm, and Koven will send it over in a free ball. In the middle, Cooper off an arm, and a point to the Cascade. 10-7 in favor of the Cascade. 5 points away from a semifinal berth. And Bowder with that high toss, the serve, handled there by Lima. This is Koven, rejected, but Gatto is there. Towers will set it up. Koven again rejected. It's off an elbow, and Matsui will send it over. And the call is a double hit on Matsui. Great job by UFV to keep it alive, and then Matsui whistled on the double hit. And it's 10-8 Cascade with Koven going back to serve. Megan Koven in her 4th year. Her serve just got over. They set up Matsui down the line. Curley is there. This is Lima, just tips it over. Marazi is there. Tipped there by Matsui. Lima mishit, but Bowder is there. Matsui and Gatto with the dig. They set up Lima. Lima to Bowder. What a rally here. Cooper the tip. Towers keeps it alive. Lima off a block, but Gatto right there. And Towers with a push. This is Matsui off the top of the tape. Curley right there. Sent over. Now Bowder. Tip by Williams and somehow touches the top of the twine and gets down. And it's 11-8. 11-8 the score. King will come out, and Hiljans will check back in for the UFV Cascade with Cooper going back to serve. Her serve. Passed there by Koven, tracked down by Towers. This is Curley. Curley with a kill off the arms of Cooper. And it's 11-9. Gatto will check out. Majdansky will check back in. Cooper will also depart, and King back in for UFV. And Jaylene Lucas, a rookie, back to serve. Her serve, handled there by Bowder. Good pass, now they're going to set up Matsui. Matsui tip, but Curley right there. They set up to Lima. Lima with a tip. Marazi with a save. And it'll be sent over by Bowder. Finds the back corner. Koven taking no chances. Miscommunication there by the Blues, and Lima will just send it. This is in the middle. Hiljaz off a block and out of bounds. Point UFV. And now Fisher will check him in officially for the Cascade. Marazi will have a seat. 12-9 the score. And Capilano wants to call a timeout. What a match between these two teams. Looking just at the records, not an even matchup. Cascade 14-10 overall this season. The Blues were 8-16. But here in this playoffs, and that's why I love the playoffs, anything can happen regardless of what seed you are. Want proof of the pudding? The COTR Avalanche women's team of 2016 at CBC, the 6th ranked team, come in and they upset the 3rd, 2nd, and top ranked teams to move on to nationals, winning their first ever PACWEST banner, which is hanging proudly here in this gymnasium here in Cranbrook. But anything can happen regardless of seeding. 12-9 Cascade, 3 points away from moving on to the semifinal coming out of this timeout. The Blues have Curley, Koven, Lima, Gatto, Majdansky, and Towers on the floor. Hiljaz, Fisher, Matsui, Williams, who's serving, Bowder, and King on the floor for the Cascade. This one tipped over by the center. Towers able to climb the ladder and tip it over and spot where nobody was. And it's 12-10 Cascade. What a play by Towers. Dare I say, towered over the net. Her serve. Bowder with the pass. Williams tracks it down. This is Matsui. Matsui off a block. Gatto with the pass. Here's Lima off a block. This time they go back door for Curley. She's stuffed. Blues keep it alive. This one tipped over by Majdansky. They're going to set Matsui off a block. Koven is there. Now Lima. King saves it. Matsui does as well, and Bowder picks her spot, but Koven is right there. In the middle, Majdansky will tip it over. Williams right back to Matsui. She pushes it. Koven's there. In the middle, Majdansky will tip it over. King is right there. Backdoor for Fisher. Fisher off a block. King with a bump set. Goes too far over. Good battle with the net. That over bump. Played by Koven. The Blues will miscommunication. I thought they were going to tip it over, but what a rally between the Cascade and the Blues. And unfortunately for Capilano, a miscommunication at the nets. They had the opportunity to send it over. But Majdansky and Curley were both vying for that one. Couldn't quite get it over the net. Now Matsui will go back to serve. Matsui's serve. This is Lima. Matsui can't quite get a handle on it. And there's a kill for Lima. 13-11. What a matchup. What a matchup. Here's the serve by Lima. King with the pass. Gonna set up Bowder. Bowder off a block and gets it down. 14-11. Match point for the UFV Cascade. They are looking to end it here. Hilgens will go back. Hilgens will go back to serve. Her serve. It goes long. A service error by Hilgens, and she will depart, and King will check in the libero. And it's 14-12. Majdansky. There's some pressure on Majdansky right now to get the serve over. She does. Matsui with the pass. This is Fisher. Fisher, Lima with a nice save. This one pushed a little towards the nets, and it's off a Cascade, out of bounds, and the Blues get the point, and it's 14-13. Can you get any tighter? Majdansky. Her serve. Bowder will play it. Right back to Kim. Kim is saved by Majdansky. This is Koven. Koven off a block and down, and they tied at 14. Can you believe it? 14-14 in the fifth and final set. This one tight to the net. One-handed serve sent over. Lima is there. This is Curley. Curley with a kill. And now it's match point Capilano. And a timeout by Michael Gilray, the coach of the Cascade. 15-14. Can we ask them to play a sixth set? Are we allowed to do that? What a match between the Cascade and the Capilano Blues. I mean, you can't get much tighter than this. Remember, the Cascade led 2-0 after the first two sets. But the Blues looked a little down and out with their body language, but they have come storming back. And look where we are now. The Blues 1 point away from moving on to the semifinals tomorrow. Well, this has been fun. Coming out of the timeout. Will be served by the Blues. Majdansky gets it over. The pass to Bowder. Bowder off a block. Lima there. Towers in the middle. Majdansky off a block. Pardon me, that was Lucas. This is Fisher. Fisher will get the kill as the bump went off the ceiling. And it's tied now at 15. Back to serve is Fisher after that big hit. Her serve gets over. Overbump. Bowder with the kill. And now the Cascade have match point. Back and forth we go, 16-15. Fisher back to serve. Fisher serve. Gatto. Towers. Now Koven will send it over on the free ball. Cascades trying to use it here. In the middle, this one tipped over. Rejected by the Blues. This is Bowder. Off a tip, Lima. And now in the middle, this one is off the block and down, and we're tied again. Lucas, the rookie, 16-16. Players look exhausted out there. Here's Sarah Curley. Curley serve. Williams tracks this one down. Now Bowder. Bowder out! Too long, and the Blues now match point. And a timeout taken by Coach Gilray of the Cascade. Back and forth we go. It's been fun so far. The Blues and the Cascade. First set went to UFV 25-16. They won the second one 25-20. Then a pair of wins by the Blues in the third and fourth set 25-21. And now the Blues match point away with the score 17-16 in favor of Capilano. And Sarah Curley, second-year player at North Vancouver. Hansworth serves it up. Matsui with a bad bump. This is Bowder. She sends it over. Curley with the dig. Coven, her push is saved. This is Matsui from the backcourt. Nice dig by Lima. There's a tip by Towers. And the Capilano Blues come all the way back. And they win in 5 sets. 18-16. Incredible. Speaking of incredible, the incredible career for Kim Bowder comes to a screeching halt as the Cascade, who were up 2-0, give up the 2-0 lead, and the Blues come all the way back to win in this 5th and final set, 18-16. What a match between these two teams. We will hopefully get the player of the game and perhaps the coach of the Blues to stop by our broadcast booth. Dan Hooser, the coach of the Blues, shaking hands. And Bowder and Isabella Lima embrace, as does Lima and Amanda Matsui. There's tears on behalf of the UFV Cascades. The two coaches shake hands as well. They'll announce the players of the game for both teams. Look at something yummy from Booster Juice, it looks like. Kira Fisher, the player of the match for the UFV Cascade. She had a big kill late stages of that 5th set. Player of the game for Capilano is Megan Coven. That's a good choice. Coven was tremendous, especially in the late stages of this one. So the Capilano Blues are moving on as the 5th seed. And for the UFV Cascades, their season comes to a close. And the coach of the Blues is going to join us here in the broadcast booth. Have you had a chance to catch your breath, Coach?
Yes, but I also lost my voice, so if you can't hear me, let me know.
I'll just ask you a couple of questions. Where was the turnaround? You're down 2-0 in the 3rd set. Where was the turnaround?
I think our team settled in and believed a little more that they can compete with UFV. It's been a battle all year with them. They're a very experienced team, and we have quite a few rookies on the court, so they had their first taste of what provincials is like. And once they settled in and started to play their own game, I thought we wore them out a bit.
I think your rookies played like veterans.
Yeah,
Towers led the way. I thought she was awesome.
She was starting in the 3rd set. Yeah, I thought she really turned around there. She settled in. She was nervous the first couple sets.
Yeah. So how about Megan Coven standing behind you, player of the match? What'd you see from her?
I've known Coben since grade 8, so I expect her to play like that all the time. She did an outstanding job, so I have very high expectations for that kid, and she always rises to them quite well.
Well, congratulations, Coach, off to the semifinal, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right. Coach for the Capilano Blues joins us, and now Megan Coben is going to step in here, the player of the match. Megan had 16 kills during the match. Throw that headset on, and congratulations. Boy, that looked exhausting.
It was. It was a lot of hard work, but really worth it in the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're down 2-0 going into the third set. What was the conversation in the huddle when you came out for the third set? Was there anything? Was there any talk about, hey, we got to turn things around?
Yeah, it was a lot of, we just kind of stood together and said that we believe in each other and we trust each other, and this is what we've been working for all season pretty much, and that if we believe in each other that we can do it. So,
Was there a moment in that third set that things started to turn around? Could you feel momentum coming into your end of the court?
Yeah, just a little bit more energy. We pick up a little bit of energy towards the ends of like a 5-setter. So just like you could tell in people's faces that there was some energy coming, and it was good.
You should start with some energy rather than wait for the third and fourth set. Would you tell the coach and the rest of the players, please?
Yeah, I'll let them know for
Well,
tomorrow.
Congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, Megan Coben, the player of the match for the Capilano Blues. She and the Blues are off to the semifinal coming up tomorrow. Not sure who their opponent is. Could be VIU. It could be Douglas. But thank you so much to Megan and Coach Dan for stopping by the broadcast booth here. Once again, the Capilano Blues win in a fifth and final set, 18-16, and they're off to tomorrow's semifinal. We'll step aside for a quick break and be back with the men's bracket. It's the Men Blues taking on the CBC Bearcats as the men's quarterfinal opens next for the 2019 PACWEST Volleyball Championship.